As Nigeria aims at achieving economic diversification beyond its dependence on oil revenues and looking extensively at revenues from agriculture, the Nigerian Society of Engineers Bwari branch, in collaboration with the Federal Ministry of Agriculture, in Earth 2022 Engineering Week has gathered policymakers, investors, stakeholders from the agricultural sector, and engineering professionals across the nation to discuss pungent issues relating to economic diversification and national development. The theme of the Engineering Week was the National Agricultural Sector in National Development, the Role of Engineers. The branch chairman, Engineer Alimat Adedinron, opened the conference with a welcome address, followed by the president of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, Engineer TSG Wudil, who spoke on the need for every engineer and all branches of the NSE across the nation to give back to the society.
I am glad to report that the branch has modestly contributed to the federal government's desire to diversify our economy in the post-COVID-19 era by providing a platform for a robust discourse and interaction between the policymakers, investors, and other stakeholders both at home and in the diaspora through our 2022 annual public lecture. The theme for this year's conference is apt in view of the strategies that the federal government is putting in place in the post-COVID-19 era to diversify our economy into agriculture and the extractive industry. This sector has the capacity to becoming a key engine of our economic development.
So as engineers, we are supposed to give back to the society. So that is why when we came, we insisted that for you to participate in group dynamics as a branch, you must show evidence that you have executed one rural development project to them. So if you can imagine, we have 81 branches. 4 are outside this country. So 77, if 77 are going to go to their community where they are and do something like this, you can see how much life we are going to touch.
The president of Koran, Engineer Ali Rabiu, highlighted on policies Koran is putting in place that will ensure continuous development in the practice of engineering in the country.
One of the policies that we have come up with is the continuing professional development for Nigerian engineers and engineering practitioners. It means apart from building your capacity, you can also enhance the growth and the financial positions of the branches. Because we have to ensure that branches and divisions of the NSE organize continuing professional development programs like workshops, seminars, and so on, from which the CPD points can be earned by engineers to enable them practice in the subsequent years. Because for you to renew your license, you have to show evidence of attaining certain CPD points, and this is going to commence in January 2023.
The distinguished guest speaker of the event, the Honorable Minister of Agriculture, Dr. Muhammad Mahmoud Abubakar, spoke on the willingness and openness of the ministry to collaborate and partner with different bodies and stakeholders.
As we are aware, no nation can thrive without being self-sufficient in food. This conference, therefore, couldn't have come at a better time than this, when the policies and programs of this government are continuously tailored in the direction of diversification of the economy from oil to agriculture and other mineral resources. Indeed, the agricultural sector remains amongst the key sectors that will continue to accelerate and drive economic growth in Nigeria. To achieve its mandate and deepen the successes recorded, the ministry is open to and will continue to seek and expand areas of collaboration with professional bodies like yours in its policy and programs in order to achieve innovative solutions that can revolutionize the sector and lead to higher agricultural productivity.
The impactful lecture was wrapped up with an awards and dinner party and an enlightening lecture from the guest speaker, Dr. Obiageli Ezekwesili.
For any country that is sensible, the kind of leadership that the president of your association, your branch, is providing makes a lot of difference. So when you sort of are thinking and saying, why is it that Nigeria is not developing? Why is it that Nigeria is not making progress? Why is it that we're not achieving good governance? The question you're essentially asking is, why is it that our politics is not working? And that's where the engineer in politics then is an important subject matter for you to focus on. And so I congratulate your branch. I mean, I am sure that there must have been a time your national team focused on this topic, but it is really great that a branch is focusing on it, because we need to get this to granular level so that more people will understand that there is no template that is outside of the action of organizations like yours, citizens like you and me, to correct what is wrong with democracy.
High point of the day was the handing over of the medallion of office to the new branch chairman.
I will bear true allegiance.
That I will bear true allegiance.
Most vibrant and the best performing branch of the Nigerian Society of Engineers in Nigeria and in diaspora.
At all times. So help me God. Congratulations.
Some distinguished engineers were recognized for their achievements and their support over the years. The event came to a close with the cutting of Engineer Aliman Adediran's birthday cake.
Happy birthday to you. Shake your body. Shake your body, man. I did, you know.